By the time I was 5 years old, I had a reputation. All because of a game played on the riverbank with sticks and stones and lines drawn in the dirt. They called it mancala, an amusement of placement. The board, small holes dug in the sand, started empty, and the players chose to add a new piece or move an existing one. The game pieces were black, grey and smooth white stones, all found on the rocky ground a few minutes from Okeadon. I played against my brother Kola and 2 of my sisters, but there were 7 of us. The oldest ones didn't play. I always won. I credited these victories to my physical speed. I had small, quick hands and mental acuity. My recognition of patterns, whether in sounds or figures etched in stone, filled my mind with ideas from which I created melodies. I had such a strong sense of catch. I could grab anything thrown at me before it struck its target, which in many cases was me. My siblings loved to tease. I could also decipher any puzzle, written or spoken, if it wasn't too complicated. I was only 5. But even then, I believed my 5-year-old talents would serve me well until the end of my days. It was late one afternoon, and the river was full of women cleaning and washing tunics, long cloths, cooking vessels, and infants. Kola, my sisters, and I had knelt in the dirt nearby, our stones in place, our hearts happy, especially mine, since I expected to win. But the very next moment marked the beginning of the end of my innocence. Not only had I lost the game for the first time in my life, but also my temper. Something I hadn't realised I had or could lose. Disbelief erupted from my throat, and I started kicking and scratching like a horned goat trapped in a briar. One of my sisters grabbed my shoulders and shook me, hoping to calm me. "Stop making so much noise. It is a silly game. Hush up. Someone might think you are weak-minded." This sister was only 2 years my senior and had never raised her voice towards me before. No one in my family had, for that matter, including my father and mother. Confused, I cried harder. I didn't understand. "Why are you mad at me? I was the one who lost. You won the game. Why are you yelling at me?" Despair was building a nest of thorns behind my eyes. I had a right to be upset, cry and stomp. But why were Kola and my sisters staring at me? Did they think me ridiculous? Had they forgotten I was the youngest child of Cain and her last born? I eyed them with 5-year-old ferocity. Desperate, I asked, "Why didn't I win today? I always win." "Your life has been too easy," said one of the sisters. "You needed to learn a lesson." "It's time we stopped coddling you," said the other. "At 5 years old, you are not a baby, and we—" "Almost 6, I interrupted her.